Welcome back, guys. I've really been learning a lot from you guys in the comments, so I really hope you keep them coming because I'm really getting a lot of fun from reading what you guys have to say. So, one time I told you that I had a farm in Jamaica and we had a whole heap of animals, cow, goat, chicken, you name it, right? But today what I want to focus on is the goats. They were a lot of work and they gave us a lot of trouble. So some of the stories I'm going to tell you, maybe you're going to say, no, so that can't be true. And if you're a farmer, though, I believe you're going to listen and you're going to say, you know what is true? What she's talking is real things because you know the animal can give enough trouble, right? Anyway, we used to put them the goats in a pen at night time so that they wouldn't stray and, they like to come into a pen at night time. But they also like to break out of the pen all the while. And it give you tie back, you fix up, you do whatever you can, and them keep getting out, right? So we had a clothesline in the yard and we used to prop it up with a stick, like with a V, and go right up in the air because we know so we have these goats that give trouble. But every now and then them broke out, and when you hear the shout, them catch on the little low corner, them get up all on them hind leg, and them catch the corner tip of the sheet and them start to draw it to them and pull it down. When I wake up in the morning, I only see the tiny little holes and they like them wet it up and them destroy the sheet, and the two corner them just get up there and eat the sheet, and they look like them feeling real pleased with themselves over it too, And next time, I had some strawberries. I was trying to grow strawberries. It was a little project, and I had a little patch, and about 2 times I'm going there, I eat them down, and I was discouraged, and I said, all right, you know what? Let me fence off a place real secure, and I fence off a plot of land, and I decide I'll go back again, try again now, right? And I was lucky enough to keep it going. And one day I look in there and say, yes, the berries are ready to reap. I'm feeling nice about it. I set up the market and everything. And the next morning I was going in there to harvest the strawberries and take them to market, right? Well, when I go in there in the morning, I run down the first thing in the morning now and I say, all right, I'm going to prepare myself and get ready to reap the crop and so on. When I go in the field, the goat herd had gone in the field and them eat down, not the strawberry, them eat everything. Them eat the leaf, the plant, right down to a little nub. And I said, no, this is the worst. I stand up there to tell you the truth, I bawled living high water that morning because I couldn't believe. So after that, me couldn't bother with strawberry. And to be honest with you, little after that, we sell off the goat herd too because that was too much provocation. Then, this is one, I don't think you're going to believe this, but we had an office where we, did our paperwork and so at the back of the house. And there was like 3 steps going up into the office from the back yard where we had like, concrete area where we used to dry pimento back in the times there, right? So when during the daytime, we used to leave the door open, let breeze blow in and, like breeze in the house and so on. So leave the thing open. One day, the goats get into the office. My husband walked in the office one day and him see 3 goats standing up inside the office. And what are them doing? They're eating the bills off of the desk that him put on one side to pay. The bill sticking out of the goat mouth. To this day, I still see the goat standing there with a little piece of bill them sticking out of their mouth. Couldn't believe. So my mother now, she used to like our flowers. So the front lawn always used to have nice trees and flowers and so forth. And so my big thing was, one thing they must not do is get into the front yard. We cannot let the goats get there. So we did everything we could. We, bar off places and everywhere we thought they would be able to get around and go into the front yard, secure it up nice. So one day now I'm in the kitchen in the morning, drinking my coffee, and I look out the kitchen window, and what do I see but the entire herd of goats in the front yard. I run, go outside quick. When I look, they're climbing, have them 2 front hoof on the side of the frangipani tree. Now the frangipani tree was a pretty symmetrical tree with 2 branches like this. To this day, it's like this now because them eat off one whole side of the tree. And you know this saying where them say, don't put your goat mouth on it? Well, me can tell you. You see, when a goat eats something the right way, that now grow back. So, although that's not what the saying mean, but let me tell you something. Don't let goat yam your things, got it done. So, anyway, we have a little problem in Jamaica. named paradial larceny. When you have livestock, you know about that, right? And simply put, that is just teef, okay? So I really want to keep this channel a positive place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the humor in a bad situation, because this story, it has humor to it, right? So one time there was a bunch of guys and they decided they wanted my ram goat more than me. So them get together and them catch my ram goat, draw it down to the roadside, line up them carman friend, draw the goat and put it in the back seat of the car. And this is what you won't believe. Them put a wig and a hat on the goat, and off them went with my goat in the back of the car like it's a person. Well, I would never have heard this story, except that it became a big joke in the district. And so eventually, of course, the story come back to me and me get to hear everything. And I just had to laugh, honestly. So then one time now, it was a friend of mine's birthday, and we have a big birthday bash, and a lot of people were going to this party. And you know, some people will bring like a bottle of wine and some people bring a cake. But no, me and my husband decided that we're giving this man a ram goat for his birthday. Well, he was a goat farmer too, so we knew he would appreciate it. And we carried it there in the back of the pickup and we give him the goat. And the man was really happy to, you know, because he made a speech at the party and he thanked us for it and everything. So, you know, it's just that, why one goat farmer to another, you know. So then I had this friend now who used to visit me from foreign, and a good friend. And she used to come every year for a couple of weeks. Well, and she just had a thing for goats. Like, not even the goats on the farm so much, but you know, the goat at the roadside. And everywhere you drive, you see some goat just randomly on the roadside. So there's this little stretch of road between Mammy Bay and Ocho Rios, that straight stretch where they have a wall. After you pass, was it one of the hotels there on the left hand side? On the right is this long wall. And I don't know whose goats they are, but there's a whole lot of goats that just hang out on the wall cap and just lie down and relax themselves. And every time we should see that, she wanted me to stop and take a picture. And let me tell you something. You see, when you drive in Jamaica, try nobody hit a goat here. Try nobody hitting a goat nor a cow, because the owner is nearby. You will see how nearby they are if you hit them. Let me tell you. Anyway, these are just a few little stories about goats. I'm just, you know, reminiscing and remembering these things. So I hope you enjoyed them. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And share it with your friend, and I love to read your comments. So see you on the next video.